You know, Polami, let's go back into the history. You know, it has happened. Women cutting across party lines. You spoke of Geeta Mukherjee, Brinda Karat, Renuka Chaudhary, Margaret Alva, Sushma Swaraj,
Sonia Gandhi, of course, at the helm of UPA affairs.
And at that
there
time,
have been many women.
I still remember, you know, when they were tearing the women reservation bill, it was these women who formed the chain outside and inside.
These women have been raising, but it's like you said, the representation of women is so abysmal in Parliament that you think that as many are not coming forward and speaking about it. They're all speaking about it. They were all brought up the issue at some point or the other. K. Kavita, of course, very prominently, raised it this particular year. And it's been this year when, of course, the Narendra Modi government has decided to bring this bill to Parliament. But many women have led from the front. But look at the representation right now. You're talking about, whether there should be reservation or not. In 2019 Lok Sabha elections, there were over 8,000 candidates who contested the elections. 716 women only pitched by parties as candidates for these elections. How many get elected eventually? Currently, it's about 78, so it's about 14-15%. That is the number at the moment. And they're fighting very hard. We spoke about Panchayat elections as well, local urban body elections as well. There is reservation, but the fact of the matter is also that if you start looking at data, you'll see that eventually at least 15% of these women are re-elected when those seats become unreserved. So clearly there is some weightage attached to this affirmative action that we're taking, and it's much needed.
I think that's a great point, and I really feel it's about creating the opportunity, encouraging women, giving them the access to tools and resources to enable them to go out there and chase those seats. There are incubators today, aggregators, for instance, the Netri Foundation that is doing just this. They are going to the grassroots, they are finding women who are interested in politics and helping them to get access to mentors, learning, tools, resources, so they can get to those seats and actually compete.
You know, Pooja, I'll ask you that, the sheer fact, because, first say what you want to say.
I wanted to, taking from her point, that it's also about the portfolios that women leaders get. Once they are in government, so to say, or in prominent positions, don't only give them women-oriented portfolios, whatever that really means. But it's good to see a finance minister who's a woman, or a minister in so-called hardcore portfolios. Even for our profession, it doesn't have to be a certain portfolio. A woman journalist can do everything, and we've proven it. But it has taken a lot of effort to come that far. Rather than cover a garden show, we can cover conflict as well. And that's why those women will have to be given that position, given that opportunity for another woman to see and know that you can actually make it.
It's also just a step in a good direction if you have as many women sitting in a cabinet meeting. You know, it impacts policy making. Decisions are taken from a woman's perspective as well. So even if, a woman minister is there with a portfolio that you might think is woman-centric or whatever, just having as many women inside that meeting just changes policy making, and a different perspective is added, be it, issues of violence against women, skewed sex ratio, nutrition issues, education, health. It adds that perspective, and world over you'll see that when there are
policy change is what is required.
To have space on the table.
With whatever Polami is saying right now, and women have had to fight a very hard battle, whether to find their place in the corporate world, especially politics has been a very tough landscape for women as such. But I will always question the timing of when this is coming in, why this particular party wants to do it now, and that too after doing it now only implemented in 2029.
The way I look at it is,
question.
the way I look at it, it doesn't matter. Credit was being welcomed. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the politics.
But also because I would bring in the angle of the fact that probably they're looking at the women voters, and probably that could be a reason.
It doesn't matter.
Which is okay. The fact is, if any government could bring it, it would be this, because this is the government with a majority. Why did the bill fall apart?
I have a question for you. If your intention was in the right place, you would implement it right off the bat, not wait till 2029.
It's a constitutional amendment. You can't implement it right off the bat. You need a two-third majority. You need all parties on board. But I'd say the parties like the SP or or the RJD who opposed it don't have heft anymore. They don't have the kind of weighted things they
I
hold
agree
today.
with you.
So it's more likely to be passed than
But
before.
now what will happen is, and which Polemy was right, will happen is you will look at the quota within a quota, and that is where most of the parties will dig in their heels, where regional parties are concerned.
That is
especially
dangerous.
Well, dangerous or not, but yeah, you wanted to.
No, I wanted to ask you, we are known as the rape capital of the world.
Yes.
I just want to put it out there because I'm not sure we can have any conversation related to women empowerment in India without addressing the fact that we see the most heinous act till date, right? And we're known for this globally. So my question is this going to help us get more women in positions of power to change the narrative around women? Because the men surely haven't been capable of preventing some of these things from happening.
And ensuring policies that come in on that as well. We haven't seen the strongest of the legislations around this and protection of women's sexuality, heinous crimes against women. We haven't seen that.
Forget about that. Even on the floor of the parliament.
I want to ask you, because you guys debate a lot about what really goes on inside the parliament. How many hours of discussion really happens around the women issues? Please tell me that.
No, it's not just about how many hours of discussion. The sheer fact that you have parliamentarians who've been on the floor and against them, the language used has been derogatory to say the least.
One that I remember is of Mulayam and speaking about women's reservation, saying ladies with bob cut would enter parliament. Yes, that really
Parkati is the word.
As a woman in India today, how do you feel safe when you have these things happening?
India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV.